Alright, so we're getting ready to start 502, and we want to go ahead and get our iop-me website in position so that we can start working on 502. In 502, we're actually going to pull the menu and the page content that we see directly from our WordPress website. And the way that we're going to do that is actually just give you a little. There's some other things we're going to do in here as well, but right now you can see there's our page loading, fades in, and we can see that these now are all coming from our iop-me website. In doing this, we're also going to do a couple other little things, like you saw the loading screen in the beginning, and then also some other things that we want to do is we want to make sure that our pages take on a size that fits well in our window. And so whenever we resize our window, what'll happen is it will actually resize our content area, and we will have to set it to reset at some point, but for now you can see our content area adjust, so when we actually click on the link it takes that size as well. So what we need to do is we're going to create a WordPress page for each one of these pages, and then we're actually going to copy the content from inside each one of these slots while leaving it there in our HTML, so that it's there just in case JavaScript does not work, and we'll get more into that later. But what you want to do for now is you want to go ahead and you want to create a welcome to me page. And this welcome to me page, ignore any other pages around what we're working on. We use iop-me for all different projects. And in this case, we're doing welcome to me. So instead of creating menus, and we're actually going to take a different approach and build our menu based on our pages. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to have a parent page, which is going to be welcome to me with no content in it. And then we're going to have a home, about, experience, all these pages that we see up here we're going to create. The content, the way that the content is going to go into them, if we actually go into our home page, and we'll see that our home is exactly what we see up here. And the way that we can do this, you can either go through your code, or we can do an inspect. And what you want to do is come down, and our first one is the header, actually. And inside the header, we can see right here in between those header tags, that's what we want to copy. And for each of the other pages, what we want to copy is in between the section tags. So if we pull between the section tags and we create our pages, what you'll see as we go through our pages, if we go in about, you'll see all that content that we had in between the section tags for about is sitting right inside of our WordPress website now. And we can see that content by clicking on it, and we can see that it's exactly in line with who I am. If we go in and we look who I am, and it's the same, and all we're doing is we're appending to the end of the content for each one of these pages a dash from me, so that we actually can see the content coming from the website. We can differentiate when it has loaded and when it has not loaded. One last thing that we're doing inside here, once you have your pages built and nested, we're using nested pages, so you want them all inside, and you want them in the order that you want them to appear on the top as well. One last thing that we're doing is we're going into appearance and themes, and what we're going to do is we're going to change the theme, because all of our web applications are based on the Bootstrap theme, and therefore what we would like to do is make sure that we have the latest Bootstrap theme. And what this theme is it's basically just Bootstrap, and it allows us to add to it. What you're going to search for is the WP Bootstrap Starter Theme, and you'll see it come up, and just go ahead and install and activate it. Then at that time, once we have that all done, we'll be able to actually go and start pulling our pages through our API and displaying them inside of our site. And we can see we'll be using the home page for our link there. And again, just to reiterate, if we go in and we look, and I look at home, home will match, the home section will match exactly that. And if we, again, if we go up to home, to this link, we'll see that it's exactly that. Excellent. So go ahead, add in your pages, get your content into your pages. Remember, again, the content is coming specifically from in between the section and header tags. So that's the content for experience. That's the content for education. And for our home page, we're pulling that right out of our header. We're going to manage our home page right through our header of our site. Excellent. So once you get that done, we'll be ready to start coding and putting in what we need to get the site done.